What's up, y'all? I'm Darkheart, and in this video I'll be telling you guys the fastest way to get your first $100,000 inside of Blockspin. I want to highlight that this tutorial is just explaining the fastest way to get $100,000 as a complete beginner, so if you already play this game a lot, this video might not be as applicable to you, but you can still maybe learn a thing or two in this video. Anyways, please subscribe if this tutorial is helpful. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subs by the end of the year, so help a brother out. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So if you've watched any other videos on this topic, most people will tell you things like you need to fish for money. And while this is true for more experienced players, the fastest way to get $100,000 as a complete beginner is actually to go back to the old meta, which is swiping. Swiping is really good for beginners because it ramps up pretty quickly and is far better than most of the other jobs. And fishing takes like over 25 hours of leveling up before you actually start to make money. All you need to do to start the swiping job is to go into this alley behind the motel, and then you talk to this guy right here, who will sell you the hacking tools. You just need to keep buying the best possible hacking tool you can depending on your hacking level. To actually do the job is pretty simple. All you need to do is find an unhacked ATM with a black screen like this one, and then you should see a red button right here and just click hack, and then you just got to finish the minigame. As you can see, the hacking tool that I bought for $10 gave me $47. One thing about the swiping job is you actually need to be player level 10, which is shown right here, to start grinding the job. So in the meantime, just grind the janitor job until you reach player level 10 right here. Don't worry about money or items or anything until you've started swiping, because it really doesn't matter. Just focus on getting player level 10 when you start. Here's also a map of where every single ATM is located in Blockspin. Just for reference, the light blue dot is where you buy the swiping tools, and the red path is the route I personally take, so I recommend following that path. So as far as swiping goes, that should be everything you need to know. Just keep grinding until you unlock the pro hacking tool, which is when the money really starts to come in. Swiping is what you should be doing in the meantime while you are also farming. Farming is easily the best job in Blockspin and also the least dangerous. Farming is really overpowered as a job because you just need to plant stuff and wait for it to grow. But while you are waiting, you can also be swiping for that extra money. So to start farming, you're first going to need to rent a house right there. This is because you're going to be planting your plants in the backyard of your own house, like right here. Then go into the Jack's hardware store, and then since you're level 1 probably, you're just going to need to buy 1 soil and 1 sunflower seed. Finally, you just go back to your house and find one of your pots, and then you just plant the soil and then the seed. Also, don't worry about this number. Don't worry about watering the plants at all. Sunflowers don't require any water from the time it's planted to the time it's harvested. And that's literally the whole job. You plant something, you wait the given time, and then you harvest it. If you open up the farming level path thing on the right here and click, you can see that you can unlock a bunch of different types of plants like tomatoes and corn and whatever. Since you're trying to get 100,000 as fast as you can, only pay attention to the sunflower seeds and the corn seeds. You're basically just going to spam sunflowers until you're leveled up in farming to level 10 until you unlock the corn seeds. Corn will give you the most money per hour out of any plant in the entire game, so it should be your priority to be unlocking them. So basically just keep planting sunflowers while you're swiping until you unlock the corn plant. I know it's a little bit annoying to keep coming back to your plants every 10 minutes to harvest sunflowers, but I mean, it gets better when you unlock corn. Some things to keep in mind while farming is to, first of all, never forget to harvest your plants on time. If you forget, your plant will lose all its water, and when harvested, it'll only give you a single dollar, so you lose a lot of your money. Also, please look around your house before you harvest your plants. When I first started playing this game, I made that mistake a few times, and I would get killed with all the plant money on me, and I lost a lot of progress, so. But yeah, that should be everything about farming. Just don't forget to harvest your plants, and be careful when you're harvesting them. This last part won't be too long, but I just want to let y'all know a few tips to make things a little bit more efficient. The first tip is to always join an empty server when grinding. Just so you know, you shouldn't really be fighting anyone or wasting money on bad weapons while grinding to your first 100k. So I like to join an empty server when I'm grinding money to make sure I don't get jumped out of nowhere. To join an empty server, all you need to do is click on the game, and then click on servers. Then you come down here and click on ascending, and finally you click on the server that is the least populated. The next tip is just to try to get a car. It'll set you back a little on the grind, but it's worth it for how much time you're gonna save. I recommend buying the rare crate right here because you'll at least get a vehicle, most likely, like the forklift or the civic car. You won't get the toilet car like you will with this crate. Or I guess if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, you could just spend like $5 worth of Robux on the Mazda car like I did right here. This one's really good. But that's basically all I have to say for this video. If you found this helpful, like I said at the beginning, please subscribe. If you grind farming and swiping with all the tips I gave you and you didn't die too many times, you can probably hit your first 100k in about 8 to 9 hours. That might seem like a lot, but just know that money is kind of hard to get in Blockspin in general, especially as a beginner. I guess you could also have your friend or someone help you by grinding on their own, and that could probably cut down the time a little bit. Also, if you have any questions, just comment them down below and I'll answer them. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.